Hey guys!
So welcome back to our channel, The Random Explorer. So from the title of the video, you already know that today's video is going to be about documentation for visitor visa. So if you have been following us from a long time, you already know that our parents' visitor visa got approved in just 5 days. They had applied from India, and my brother's visitor visa got approved in 2 weeks. He had applied from US. So what we did, how we did that, and all the the whole story, we have created 2 separate videos for both the things, and I'll leave the link in the description box below so you can check it out.
So before you start watching this video, make sure you have watched our earlier video, which is visitor visa for parents over here. Yeah. So over there we have explained it in a brief, and in this video we will be covering all the important points like how to apply, importance of certain documents, and etc. etc.
Yeah, so this video will be covering mainly about the documentation, how do you fill the form, and SOP and invitation letter, what exactly the content goes in. Over there also we have explained in brief, but this is focusing main on the topic because we have been getting many DMs and messages after all, both of those videos went reached a wider audience.
Right.
We have been getting lots of requests, so we thought let's make a separate video where we are just focusing on the documents and the form filling part. So today's video will be documentation.
Yeah, and
but
form filling will be at tomorrow's video.
Yeah, so tomorrow Harsh will walk you through the whole screen recording.
Right.
And what exactly you need to fill where, because there are many questions parents ka
Very small things
yeah,
where we get
background,
confused,
yeah,
and
education and everything do we need to mention, and also we'll explain it in that video.
Also for siblings visitor visa, it gets little trickier. There are higher rejection rates, so we have explained it in detail in another video, so that's over here.
Yeah,
So make sure you watch it
yeah,
that as
because
well.
my brother also got a rejection, and after that he got approval.
Right.
So whole that video is separate.
So first thing first, we did not apply it through any of the agents. I mean, we would request you to follow the same. Do not go through any agents. That is the reason why we are creating. So these videos, these 3 videos, the first one is how to file for your parents.
Yeah, so the link is there in the description box below. Over there we have talked in detail about what exactly you need to cover and what are the things that you need to keep in mind.
The second one is currently the one that we are shooting right now, where we will make you go through each and every document that you need and what to file where.
Yeah, exactly, the how you can even prepare the documents.
Right. In the third video, I will walk you through all the document filling portion of the visitor visa, where I will mention what happens when and where do you need to file which things.
Yeah, so Harsh will just share a screen and create a GCK
Right.
account and make you walk through the entire process and what exactly will go where. And believe me guys, only these 3 videos are the things that you will need to
Right.
file your visitor visa.
Even if you are confused after that, we would again suggest and recommend not to go through any agents.
Yeah.
We do one-on-one sessions as well, so you can book those. It
Yeah.
is way cheaper and you'll save lots of money.
Yeah, you
going
can
through it.
actually do
Right.
that. Otherwise, yeah, even if you leave some of the common queries are there, just one-liner questions are there, you can leave them in the comments and we'll be happy to answer your queries.
And also follow us on our Instagram.
Yeah.
And that's why like, share and subscribe and press the bell icon so that for tomorrow's video you will be notified when the video comes up.
Correct, yeah. Okay, so let us start with the first step. The first step is about the application and where you need to create the where you need to sign up. So IRCC has created a new portal because they were in too much of backlog due to COVID and they were unable to process all those visas. So they have created a new portal, and if you are applying through the new portal, the visa the results are comparatively very faster than that of the GCK.
Right.
So about the new portal, we have left the link in the description below, and even that will require an invite code. So even for the invitation code, there is a separate link.
Correct.
So we'll leave both of them in the description, so you can just click that.
Right.
And create a new sign up, and you can use any of your email ID. It is not necessary that it should be of your parents only.
Correct.
because we are getting many questions like should we file for our parents, or should they themselves file, and if they are filing, then
who has
email
the
ID.
email ID?
So email ID, even in our application it was mine, Pranali Mehta, and
even in the case of phone number it's the same contact number. You can provide anybody's contact number provided it's an active thing.
Correct. So
still, if you are confused, just follow my tomorrow video, so that I'll go through all of this process.
Even the sign up, Harsh will show you how you exactly can sign up. So that is the thing. And like I said, even we had shown that our parents have applied for themselves only. We did not show that we are acting as a representative or something. You can even do that. You can act as a representative and you can fill the form, but we just felt at that time it is okay if we are only filing. So my email ID was only given. It was just my name as well in the email, but the main applicant where the details started, it was from my father's side and my mom's side.
Keeping you as a representative, it just creates a complications in your file, so rather not do that. So
like, why you want to do, and again there is one separate form that needs to be
fill up and all those
so if you are a representative, you need to take their signature that they have given the authority and everything. So it's completely alright, like if you are filing for your parents.
So next step is they will ask how many applications you are doing. So it will always be like one group. So your family is counted as one group, and in that group it will be 2 applications. So in case of your parents, it will be 2 application, one group, and then you can add your siblings. How much ever siblings you have, you can add over there. It will always consist to one group, but each person will have different applications.
Because each application has their biometrics and UCI is assigned accordingly. So they treat this profile as a group of one. So when the result is out, the maximum, 99%, everyone gets the result on the same time. Like even if biometrics letter is sent out, it is on the same time. So they count a group profile as one, but each application is different. So you cannot make one application for both your mom and dad. You can't do that. So for your mom, for your dad, it will be a different application under one group.
So after then the form filling will start. So we will describe right now the form filling in brief. For detailed explanation, I will go through that form tomorrow by screen sharing it as we mentioned earlier. So Pranali, you want to explain in brief?
So the form filling starts with the basic information, like why they want to visit, for how long they want to visit, like less than 6 months, more than 6 months, and what is your relationship to them. And one important thing in the first page is the they give you a small brief SOP, cover letter kind of a thing, where you need to explain that why you want, what is the purpose of filing this visitor visa. So in our case, we had mentioned that my parents have not seen me from a long time, and coming over here, it has already been 6 months or so, but they miss me and they just want to see how settled I am over here. So we just wrote that they want to come over here to visit me, and from my parents' behalf only we had made an application. So we just mentioned that my daughter is away for a long time and we wish to see her, we wish to see how settled she is, and we will it's our 31st wedding anniversary, so we want to celebrate with our kids. So this is all we wrote, and even in that we had mentioned it in liner that all the finances will be borne by us.
Right, and again it's only 300 or 200 characters. I'll explain it in detail tomorrow. So you need to be a very brief over there.
Correct, and then there is tentative dates that which are the dates that you are thinking to come. So during their anniversary, we had selected 10 days only. We did not show longer visit. Again, that we have discussed in the visitor visa video, like how you can manage funds and everything. How you need to calculate your days, so you can check that video.
So next things will be all the information regarding your travel documents. So it will contain all the passport information, like first name, last name, your date of birth, your address, when your passport is valid from, and to, and all those things.
And the next thing is about the citizenship of where you have lived and what is your current status over there. So that would be there.
Then the next is national identity document. So we had shown our Aadhaar card for India, but you can show the passport as well, and whichever countries you have a national identity.
And the next is like if you had any past names or something like that, and the history about that, and even contact information like applicant information. So like in our case, we said we had shown that our parents are only filing, so we had shown their address, their contact number and everything, their name.
Okay. And now the next part is who is inviting you. So in our case, we mentioned that Pranali is inviting, and there will be all the information that you need to give about yourself.
Yeah. And next part comes, which is very important, about the finances. They will ask you exactly how much funds you have and who is sponsoring your trip. So again, like we had mentioned in that video, just show the funds that you are covering and who is sponsoring you. We had just shown that my parents are sponsoring the trip by themselves, and we had shown only their funds. We did not show any of my accounts, or all those details were not added.
Just one liner was added: in case of emergency, we have sufficient funds that we can support them.
Correct.
So now next is their work history and their education details. So for education details, you can just have the most recent, or I would say the most highest level of education. Rest is like you can skip the rest because it's like a general thing. So
yeah, and even they have mentioned over there that you don't need to provide any supporting documents for that, but make sure that you are honest and provide whatever, even if they are it's about our parents. So we get the questions like my parents have not studied that much, so it's completely fine. Even if they are 10th pass or not even studied till 10th, then also it is okay. But whatever, how much ever it is there, just mention whatever the details that you know.
So now the next thing is very common in general, like MCQs kind of question with your travel history, your medical history, your background, criminal activities and all those things.
Correct.
So yeah, that's like, it's a very simple thing.
Yeah, and after that there is family information where what is your spouse name and the details, parents name and details, kids name and details, and if the kids or parents are accompanying you or not. So if you are applying for siblings also along with your parents, then you can mention that they will be accompanying, like whichever siblings name you are writing. If you are writing for yourself, then it won't be anything. But apart from that, yes, you need to write the detail. Again
in explanation, I'll walk through tomorrow. So yeah, this is it from the form filling part. Now let's start with the documentation portion.
Yeah, so this is the last page, and now comes the document screen. Over in this screen, everyone would have different uploads, regarding whatever you have filled in this form. Suppose if you have US visa or something like that, you will be given a space to upload those visa as well. So it depends, it may vary, and even if you're seeing in coming days or something, whenever they change the portal, there would be some minor changes. Harsh will walk you through and show you exactly how it can be done. But in even if that video you see and your video your screen your screen has some different this thing, understand those things. Otherwise you can ask us in the comments, and we'll again go through it, whatever it is, and we'll let you all know.
Because IRCC updates their forms in a couple of months, or we are not sure when, but it's like frequently they do update. So there might be some options over here and there, which for tomorrow's video it might not be the same when you follow those things.
So let's start with the documentation. So first documentation that you will get is about the invitation letter. Upload your invitation letter. And in invitation letter you need to mention a small and brief explanation on why you are inviting. So in our case it was I who was inviting my parents. So I just mentioned that they have sacrificed a lot in their this thing, and provided me with the best education and best opportunities available. I know being away from the family was a very big decision for me. We are a very close-knit family. So it was a very big thing that my parents did that for me, just to see my future. And today I feel that I want to show them how well settled I am in this beautiful country. And even I want them, my parents have never been abroad, so this is going to be their first trip. So I just mentioned all those things, I want them, that I should be able to show them what Niagara Falls is, how does the CN Tower and the beautiful Toronto city looks like. So these are some of the things where I had even showed that I want to make them see how beautiful Canada is. And other thing, I did not make a major plan, like we are planning to travel so and so and so and so. We just showed a small travel itinerary only.
So the important takeaways over here is like don't go overboard with all the travel plans, because then accordingly you will have to show your funds as well.
Yeah.
And there might be complications that you guys are planning to travel the whole Canada, but your funds are insufficient.
Correct,
So it might be the cause of your rejection.
Yeah.
Or maybe if you have written 10 days and you are showing again that we are planning to roam the whole Canada, so it's not possible practically.
Yeah.
So just be practical, and you can only mention your neighborhoods. Like the main thing over here is they want to meet us, and because we have been away, that is the primary, and because they are coming over here, we will just roam around and visit few places in our neighborhood over here.
So we just showed about CN Tower and about Niagara, and main thing we mentioned that it is their anniversary.
So we want to celebrate
we
together.
want to celebrate the occasion. Like if they are with the kids, they will enjoy more. So we just mentioned that thing. So in the invitation letter, first page would be that your invite, and again in the first two paragraphs were little storytelling and informal kind of thing. Third para was again a practical thing where we mentioned that we have this apartment, we are staying here, and so and so is our address, so and so is our contact details, and we had attached our lease as well. So they come to know that these people have a place to stay as well. So if you are staying and sharing, that time it becomes little that where your parents will live, because you are already in sharing. So if you are calling them, then what are your arrangements? So you can just say that we can
book an Airbnb, or you can book an refundable Airbnb which can be cancelled later.
So in the invitation letter, this will go, and about the funds also we had mentioned that my parents have sufficient funds to sponsor their trip, and in case if they come over here, they have the concern about the health and anything, then we have our emergency funds which we will be able to utilize on them. But again, we did not show any bank balance or nothing from our end. We just show what the funds they had, and to be little give you this thing, we showed for 10 days trip around 5 lakh rupees INR. So that is what we had shown. So don't show overboard, not even too much under, because this would cover their flight tickets, they are coming over here and roaming in and out and going back to India. So this is what we showed. And again in the invitation letter only, we had attached my study permit, we had attached Harsh's work permit, and our lease, first page, last page, and the signed pages, and my pay stubs of last 2 months. That is what we had attached. So this is all on the invitation letter part. Again in detail we have explained in the other videos, so you can see that as well.
So now other sets of documents, they might be variable based on what you have written earlier in your application. So for us, we had mentioned that they also have a US visa, non-immigrant visa. So for us, there was a column where there was a row where we had to upload that document. And then the next will be the national identity document. So for us, we uploaded our Aadhaar card over there. It might be PAN card, or not PAN card, sorry. It might be passport as well for India, and Aadhaar card both. And then the next is the major passport section. So in passport section, try to upload the whole passport, not the blank pages, but your first page, last page, and all the visas that you have and all the stamps that you have gotten from the time you have your passport. Try to upload those. Even upload passports if you have the older passports even upload that. The reason behind this is just that they feel a comfort and security that they have never overstayed their visit in any of the country, and they won't be doing it in Canada as well. So this is just for peace kind of sake. So peace of mind kind of sake. So now the next document is the marriage certificate. Now there are questions many of our followers ask, because like my parents, they don't have, it's very old, they misplaced the marriage document, they don't have it altogether. So you can, in that case, you can just briefly explain to the officer that scenarios and this is circumstances, we don't have it, then you can try to prove it by the common name in the passport and Aadhaar card and the common address. But we would highly recommend that if it is possible, have your marriage certificate and upload. It will be a great benefit in the application.
Yeah, because they don't have to go through the
Right.
hurdle of reading your explanation, and then there would be pointers that, oh, is it really real or something like
Correct.
that. Of course, if they are your parents, it will be little easy only. But if suppose if you are applying for your sister and brother-in-law, so in these scenarios it becomes difficult if marriage certificate is not there.
So now the last important document will be additional information, or it might also state client information. So over here you need to prepare and upload all the document that is supporting your visit, the like current visit. So in this case, the most important will be financial document. Then there would be all your travel history. Then for our case, it was due to because of the COVID scenario, it was also COVID certificates, vaccination details, etc., etc. So now all these things, how you can prepare this document will take forward from here.
Yeah. So basically how you need to prepare this document, just open a Word file or anything like that, and first thing would be your client summary and your cover letter stating that what are the documents that you are going to attach in this whole PDF. So just give a headline as a client information type of a thing, and start with, dear sir, I, Mr. So-and-so, or I, Miss So-and-so, is writing this letter to provide you with all the additional documents that we have to support our visit to Canada, to visit our daughter or son, or whatever reason you have mentioned. And just attach in one liner that below are the content of the documents that are attached in this whole PDF. So starting with the financials, then your travel history, your SOP, like Harsh mentioned about the COVID certificate. And even if your marriage certificate, if that column is not given above, and if you wish to add, then you can add that as well. And again, I know in the invitation letter also you added all the details about us, whoever is in Canada. But even those like the study permit or work permit or maybe a PR card or something, you can just add it over here as well, just to be on a safer end that you have provided at both the places.
So now the second page, mention the heading as financial documents and funds, and then write your name, and over in the next line mention the bank account, the bank name, and so funds in your bank name, and then it can repeat if you have multiple accounts. And in the end, this is the total amount, bold it, and like make it as a bold and little bit of a bigger font over there. And again, the spouse and you over here can sponsor yourself. So if you have a spouse, in that case, also mention their name, the same thing, like their bank name and their funds.
Yeah, so if your parents are there, then they can sponsor each other. So your father's name and mother's name separate. Right. But yeah, and the last line would just be like, if you have 10 lakhs suppose as funds that you are showing, then mention that total funds available with us equals to 10 lakh INR, convert it into CAD bracket, and bold the whole thing and highlight it. Now from the third page, it would be like attaching your bank statements. So bank statements, if you have like 3 or 4 accounts, you can attach all the accounts if you want. If you are showing only one account or 2 accounts, you can add that, but make sure you are attaching for at least last 3 months, because they want to see that there is activity going on in your account and that you are getting the funds. And even if it is like funds transfer or anything is there, right, that is completely all right, but it should not be like just one amount is sitting in the account. It should not be that case. It should look like a,
so they want they want a regular flowing bank account, so that from they can judge that okay, this is not that some funds are shown just by taking a loan or just for the purpose of showing, and then once the application is done, they need to return back those things.
Yeah, even like many of the cases we know that people do take money from someone, so even if it is in a smaller amount, it is okay. But to show, if you are showing that amount, then make sure that that activity is done before 3 months and not in a period of 3 months that you're showing achanak say like 5 lakh has come in your account or something like that. Don't do that thing. But small amounts, that is completely fine.
So now after completing your attaching your funds document, the next thing will be ITR. So that is like income tax return, the acknowledgement that you get after filing your returns. So try to upload, if you have, try to upload for past 2 years over here, and yeah, I guess that should
be it. Yeah. Now the third important thing goes in to show your home ties. So whatever things you are showing for your home ties, you can attach it over here. Like instance for us, we showed my dad is having a running business, so we showed his business bank account statement, his business cards, and after that we showed the property papers, just like the first page and the last page and the signature pages. So we showed that yeah, they have, like, you know, they even have a property over there and they are going to return back. So property again is not counted as funds, and for visitor visa,
right,
so completely it is not at all counted as funds. So don't, make sure that you are explaining that in the SOP as well, that attaching the property documents, as we have a home to look after and we will be returning
right
back to India.
And then the next for us, it was COVID vaccination certificate. So that time they required fully vaccinated people. So we uploaded the vaccination certificate when and where those vaccinations was done, and all those things.
Yeah, so even if you have, like, you know, if you want to upload now also, we would recommend that yeah, you can do that. And one more thing, like we mentioned about the business. So if your parents are someone who is, like, you know, on salaried income or something, show the supporting salary slips as well, that from past 2 to 3 months, whatever they are getting. So attach whatever the things you can show to prove the home ties or their work culture or something like that. And if they are stay at home, like especially for mom and everything, you can just mention whatever strong home ties they are having, attach those, mainly the property papers or the rental agreement, that would count. And along with that, even you can show the building maintenance receipts and all those things, that they are actively staying over there.
So now the last and the most important part will be the SOP from your parents' side.
And don't miss that, because SOP is very important document.
So over here we just mention that the reasons why he wants, from his point of view, the reasons why he wants to come over here and meet us. So to visit my daughter, and we wish to stay over here only for 10 days. It over here, they mention it as 10 days because we tied it up with their home ties, as we have our mother over here who is a senior citizen, so we need to come back and take care. So this is the 10 days that we can fetch from our schedule, so that we can meet our daughter and my son-in-law, and will roam in and around
in their city only. So we just mentioned this thing, main important thing, like, you know, you have already covered it in the invitation letter as well, but you have to connect your SOP to the invitation letter and state that this is the reason that we are visiting Canada, and this is the reason that we are going back to India or your home country, whatever it is. So you just need to show both of this, like, you know, connect both of these documents very well, and make sure, like we have again and again said, that while applying the visa, make sure that you are not showing them the plan for your 3 months travel or 6 months travel. It will like, you know, lead to rejection in some way or the other. So make sure that they are visiting for a short span, not 10 days, then 15 days also you can show, or maybe, like, you know, 3 weeks, but that's it. Even if after approval of the visa, if they wish to stay longer, then no one is going to question them. But while applying the visa, don't, like, you know, make sure that you are not showing such huge plans. Okay, so this is it from the additional document part. And now, like, you know, how we need to upload.
So you will only get after creating this many pages of document, you will only get 2 MB to upload it. So make sure, like, convert it into PDF, and if it is going beyond 2 MB, I will give a couple of sites PDF minimizer over here, so you can use those at upload your file, and then it should minimize precise it for you. And there might be cases where you need to do it 2 or 3 times. So if you if you need more help in it, follow us on Instagram. We have stories over there on how to do all those things.
How you can compress your file, we'll share it. And even if you want, then you can just like Harsh said, those sites are very helpful and they are free only, so you will be able to do it by yourself as well. Okay, so this is it. This is how you need to file, and these are the documents which you need to cover. I hope we have made it very simple for you on how exactly you can prepare a document and do it. Okay, so this was it from the video perspective, but still we get comments and DMs about how you need to prepare the documents, and you don't you guys are unable to understand that. For SOP and invitation letter, you all already know that we do the review. We even take sessions if you for you to help you understand how you can do everything.
Now, before you exit this video, make sure you have like, subscribe, and press the bell icon again and again, so that tomorrow you will get your notification.
Yes, and that video, if you see that video, I guess you are through it, and you will be able to apply for visitor visa by yourself. No agent would be needed, and you will be saving really lot of money. So keep doing that.
And that's it for today.
See you guys.